Hello everyone, Grits here. Welcome back to the original StarCraft. We have completed the 10 Terran missions and the 10 Zerg missions. It is now time to go into episode 3, the Protoss missions.
Entaro Adun, Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Phoenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
Okay, so this will be our first mission as Protoss, and our objectives is to meet Phoenix in Antioch, destroy the Zerg base, and Phoenix must survive. Tips. All Protoss buildings except the Nexus must be built within the energy field of a pylon. Okay, so here are our units that we have, and that I'm assuming is the base that we need to get to. So let's just go ahead and grab everybody. We'll set them into group 1 and let's head over there. Now, like the Protoss and the Zerg missions, the first few episodes probably going to be singles and relatively did not expect to see anybody on the way. So yeah, the first few missions will probably be short episodes, and as we get further along, then we will have multiple episodes to make sure we cover the material. As with the other series as well, or I should say the other episodes, I will probably show you just about everything during the first few episodes, and then I will start doing jump skips and fast forwards so that you two dudes get back here, so that we're not investing a lot of time in doing the grindy stuff. Okay, there's our friends.
Executor Entaro Adun, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle. Alas, all of our worlds were lost in the last Zerg attack, and we had no resources with which to replace them.
Okay, robotic probes used to warp in and gather resources. And that's the probes here. These are like our SCVs and our drones. So we'll make a handful of them. This is our gas mine. The thing with the gas mines... Actually, let me take that back. That's StarCraft 2.
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes, we could not do so.
Can only be placed within the blue area of influence. So that would be this area here. Now, that is definitely burning. It is in bad shape and will probably not last long. But, you know, our primary goal right now is to collect materials. Okay, this here is a forge, and it's what allows us to do upgrading. And this here is a gateway, and that's what allows us to warp in our various troops. Let's see, what else do we have out here? That looks like about it. Okay, so these will create warp gates and will allow us to bring in this various equipment. The photon cannon, I believe, is what they want us to do. Let's take a look at the objectives. Yeah, so it wanted us to do the no, we don't want to do that. To create the photon cannons. And looks like a photon cannon is going to cost us 150 materials. And then we also have pylons, which we'll need to build as well. So if we click on the photon cannon, we can see this blue area has to be placed within that because they get their power wirelessly. And so if they're not within the realm of a pylon, they stop working. As the Zerg, we were attacking pylons throughout because I knew that the buildings did not function if they were not part of the or within that area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reset everybody into Group 1.
As you will.
And then this guy is now free to go about his business again. So we might as well have him build another pylon over here, since we know that this one's in trouble. And then we can send him back, like the SCV, we can send him back to work. What they don't have is repair mode like the SCVs. Okay, so there's our new cannon.
It has no power. We must build a pylon near it so that our forces can be brought to this place.
Fair enough. So let's build a pylon, and let's put it here so it overlaps with the other pylons, and that way if we build equipment in there with multiple pylons, if one pylon is destroyed, everything else will continue to work.
You have not enough minerals.
The standard commands like rally points still work, so we can go ahead and have anything that's created come out to a rally point so we can see it. And another proton cannon's going to take 150, so let's go ahead and get that material going. And we'll put another cannon out here to help defend the opening. And it looks like our entire area is surrounded by a wall. So unless they send in flyers, they are not getting through there. So you can see here, this cannon is controlled by both these pylons. So if either one's knocked out, it will continue to work. Same with this one here.
Your command? Immediately.
Interesting voices on these guys. Oh, these two doing a Watusi here. Calm down, guys. Okay, so we can research ground weapons, ground armor, and shields in this particular facility. This one can warp in our zealots and our dragoons if we have a cybernetic core. Here he comes floating overhead here. So let's go ahead and warp in a couple of those guys.
We are under attack.
Okay, you guys need to stay back and let the cannons do their jobs. So why don't you come inside here? Also, he's important. Let's go ahead and set him to 5 and bring him out of the way so we can set the rest of these guys back to 1. Now, other things we can do is we can go ahead and build pylons in such a way that we can put some equipment up on top of this hill. And it's going to be difficult to remember, and but very cool that when we send an SCV or a drone out to do a job, we need to remember to put them back to work. Otherwise, we're going to end up just having them laying around. As Zerg, they were mutated into the other creatures, so we definitely had to keep manufacturing them as fast as we could. Mission objectives: destroy the base, and so yeah, we're just right now protecting our base, and this guy didn't cover enough of this upper area, and it's not going to allow us at this stage of the ball game to actually put anything up here. So, oh well, that was kind of a waste. So let's go ahead and create the cybernetics core. And you can see here, it will not place because we're not within a pylon. We can place it there. This pylon will operate it. And then we're just going to worry about creating a force, and then I think this is where we ultimately need to go to spank the Zerg, because we no longer like them. And the background music is interesting as well. It's somewhat classical. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to hear on that when in post. I'll try to bring it up at least a little bit so that you guys can hear it here in the beginning. Okay, something's happening. There we go. So we have a new cybernetics core, and that allows us to develop the singularity charge, which basically just increases the dragoons' attacks, which are these guys here. So we'll go ahead and do some upgrading so that we won't get spanked as hard. Same as the other races in the original StarCraft, you can only research one at a time, and you see the others disappeared. In StarCraft 2, you can select them in a specific order, and they'll just keep coming one after the other. So, requires us to keep more attention on what's going on. So we can now do dragoons, and the way we get our cap up here is the pylons. The pylons actually give us the ability to have more units, in the same way that the storage for humans and the overlords for the Zerg. So for example, if we go ahead and stick another pylon over here, our count will jump from 49 to I think it's the same 8, puts us at what, 57. So we'll sit here and watch it warp in, and then this count should increase. And we'll set this rally point up here. So here is our pylon, and there is our 57. Yeah, that makes sense. Having trouble with maths again. So, let's see, 125 and 50. Let's go ahead and make up 2 of those. And then here we have the 10 units. So we could probably send them out. Okay, upgrade complete. So that is now upgraded for the dragoons, and you can see there's nothing left here, so we're nothing else we can increase. Oh, that was the other thing. We had talked about the shields on these guys back when we were running both humans and the Zerg. So down here you have their actual hit points. The structure has 500 hit points. Sorry, we're under attack, so we gotta go deal with it. And we know that they have flyers, so the wall isn't necessarily going to protect us when they can just come right over the top. Okay, so that was definitely a main push. Let's go ahead and put our cannon back. And that pylon's not going to last long. Okay, so back to this. The white is the actual hit points of the unit. And then the second number here is the shielding it has. You can also see that on the bar. The blue is the actual hit points, and the yellow down here, it's currently yellow because it's low, is the shielding. So once they get through all the shielding, then they can start attacking the hit points here below. Okay. Let's go ahead and head up there and take a look. And while they're getting ready to move, we'll go ahead and put 5 of you in the pipe. And basically just going to get those guys to stall out so that they don't get lost trying to cross the bridge. And yes, of course, we're going to have these same pathfinding issues. Okay, so that blue was just telling us, but it doesn't necessarily, wasn't telling us where the, he was. But we definitely have a place here to put a second base. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing in this upper corner. Let's send all these guys home. Actually, let's clear this area since we're standing right here. And it sounds like they're talking the language my daughter created for some of her characters. That's interesting. I'm going to have her listen and see if she can translate. So, they're probably going to be up in this area. So, we'll just get everybody back to the house. And once we get a new force, we can go from there. Now, these guys, as you could see, fire into the air. So they can actually man the walls here and help take care of the flyers as they come overhead. The other guys are, these guys here are strictly ground. That's all they deal with. Okay, this is a gateway. We have some extra materials. Let's go ahead and put in a second gateway, and that will allow us to bring in where the heck is, there it is, bring in more than one trooper at a time. Okay, and I'm going to take all of these guys up on the wall, and I'm going to set them to command 2. Actually, let's set them to command 4. One below our main guy here. And then that way, in case I need to get them mobilized quickly, I can. You guys are still in block 1. Yes. And then you're going to reinforce them. And then I will need to come up with block 2 troops. And then we'll go in and start investigating some of this black area up in here.
Make use of me.
I plan to.
My life for iron.
Okay. So, you can see this gateway here is missing some of its shielding, whereas this gateway here is complete. And we will set your rally point up here as well. Now, one of the things we haven't utilized so far is the fact that we can put buildings into command blocks. So if I was to, for example, set this as command 0, and this one is command 9, anytime I hit 0, I get there, I hit 9, I get there. I can be on the other side of the map, and I can still have access and have the ability to modify its what it's creating. And I'm sure he's trying to lure us in, and we'll take the bait for a little bit here. His overlords are definitely fast movers. Yeah, let's bring all of you guys back home for now. Okay, need more pylons. Okay, like we were doing in the humans, we didn't do it in the Zerg too much, is if I hold the control key, I can place a pylon there. And then I can... Actually, that didn't work. I'll have to investigate that a little bit. Let's see. Is it the shift key? No, not enough minerals. Okay. We also have the additional problem that we're running out. So I'm going to go ahead and send that drone up here to place down a new base. And we'll start getting some collection going over there. We pretty much cleaned out the area between here and there. So as long as he stays on task and he doesn't, the enemy doesn't have enough troops to investigate, he should be able to hang out here and strip mine for us. We currently don't have enough materials, though, to build a new Nexus. So, we'll just have to chill out for a minute. We can clear building of those two, and that will help, because we'll get those materials back. Okay, so we'll put the Nexus right there. And then he's, again, available for use. So as soon as the Nexus finishes warping in, we can get him immediately mining.
My life for ire.
Definitely going to take some getting used to again. You just didn't say you're naked, did you?
Receiving.
Put you guys in command group 2. And then we can get you guys building again. Okay, I'm curious to when that finishes warping in, how it's going to notify us. So I purposely clicked off of it, and we'll see if it has that pattern in here to show us like the Zerg was doing.
I have returned.
Oh, okay. If we click on it, it tells us what's going on. As in, it was showing us how close it was to warping in. I'm sure it's there by now. Yeah. We just didn't do it fast enough to make it count. We'll set a rally point down here for you. And we'll get you manufacturing some junk. And as soon as we have a complete second set, we can go ahead and send them in. And we'll leave you guys over here to guard the door.
Input command. Lock party. Awaiting instructions. For vengeance. Colossus.
Okay, we're short one. There he is.
Awaiting instructions.
So we'll put you back into 2, and let's go start investigating. I'm going to set them to attack move, so that if they encounter anybody on the way, then they'll handle it.
Commencing.
And pathfinding getting through the door here is a little bit goofy, so I'm going to hold everybody outside here. You get out here.
Transmitted. My life for ire.
Why can't you get through?
I long for combat. Colossus. Commencing.
Okay, let's try that again. Looks like we got ramp here. And we have creep, so they are definitely up here on the shelf. Let's see if we can get everybody up here before we encounter too much resistance. There we go. Okay, that wasn't a whole lot. Okay, looks like I just asked Group 1 to come up here also. So, let's, might as well let everybody have some fun.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, where are we? Looks like everybody's fighting, so that is good. It's definitely odd playing something non-biological again. And it's going to take me, I'm sure, a couple of campaigns to get over it. And yeah, just attack everything that moves.
You know, Executor, although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Aya. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Okay, so there's our victory for our first campaign. And here is our... Whoa! Okay, that was kind of cool. And here's our victory screen. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you spending some more time with me. Go ahead and hit a like button. It lets me know that this channel is progressing the way it should, and it is always appreciated. And we will see you in, what is that, Episode 3, Mission 2 next week. So, until then, be safe.